real
And
solid.
then running.
Running. Mm-hmm.
I've never been on that low on my toes. I always thought I wasn't supposed to hang on with my toes.
So yes, I want you to really use, we talked about this in your private session, that you really are going to have your toes on the bar. It's not on the very top of the bar. Let me grab a tool. When you look at any bar, let's see if I can get this lined up in a way that's going to be helpful. Here's the super top of a bar. And then here's the very front of a bar, right? You want your foot or your heel of your hand to be on the top to the front. There's like a little quadrant there if you divided this into 4 pieces. So not quite the top, not directly in the front, but on the top front is where like the heel of your hand goes. I'll come bring it here. That's where the heel of your hand goes when you're doing something with your arm. And that's where the space between your toes and balls of feet go. So that you're actually pressing with both your toes and balls of feet. You need to use your toes a little bit pulling with them in order to be able to get the continued strength in the underside of your foot and the entire back line of your leg. It's used all the time when you walk. You never curl your toes, but when you walk and you push with the underside of your toes, it's those muscles. We don't want to avoid that. Now, there's many teachers who do teach to not use those toes, and I would be glad to educate them on why it's important. People say, don't use prehensile toes. Well, you don't want your toes directly on top of the bar and just on top and clawing down, but you need them to really work for you. And I dare say, like from a ballet term, it would be like pawing the floor. Really use your toes, and as opposed to having dead toes, like your toes are in a pair of pointe shoes in terms of ballet world. But like you're in ballet slippers and you're pawing the floor. Same thing here. That we want to make sure that we are really pawing the foot bar. It's really, really important. So again, any teacher who would say, and I don't care if it's an elder, as I know there's a particular elder who tells keep your toes off of the bar, or if it's some other teacher trainer, could be your favorite person ever, but biomechanically, it's not gonna help you achieve your goals. So play with it for your footwork, toes, for tendon stretch, for running, and for stomach massage.
Yeah, for all of us higher.
Yeah. And people say you got to get all 10 toes on the foot bar. Well, no, not unless you have a really long little toe. So, like, I have an interesting set of toes. I mean, they're not unusual, but I mean, I have a really solid little toe. So my little toe touches the bar. But if you don't have a very profound little toe, it's not going to touch the bar. Now, your big toe is a big toe for a reason, and it has a powerful set of muscles attached to it. You got to make sure your big toe is working that bar. If your little toe doesn't, it doesn't matter. Some people barely even have a little toe. So it's not as necessary. Perhaps as a person's foot strengthens more, that little toe will find its way to the bar, but it's not necessary. So play with it, even though it's different. And bring me more questions on it. Like, you don't have to, I encourage you not to blindly follow me on this. Absolutely ask questions on it. Play with it first, though. Yeah, other questions?